Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm excited today. If you're seeing this face for the first time, my name is Oreoluwaa and I am a vlogger from Nigeria. I film about faith, lifestyle and health. So today's video is something that's exciting me. And then if you are a returning subscriber, like you're not like this face is not new to you, thank you for coming back. We're doing something amazing today. Let's go guys. So I wrapped this. If you're here to subscribe, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. So yeah, so I wrapped these papers here and I'm just going to be picking at random. Today we're going to be doing 5 amazing movies you must watch in 2021. So I'll be picking at random and talking about these movies. If you haven't watched them, please watch them. I'll leave the links in the description box below. And then if you have watched them, kindly comment which ones you have watched and the lessons you learned as well. Then if you have other movies that I haven't mentioned here and you think are equally amazing, please comment them in the comment section below. I like to watch them and I promise to watch actually. So yeah, I'll just be picking at random. So the first one that I picked, drum rolls, Jayla. So Jayla is I think this is the most recent movie that I have watched in amongst all these movies that are here. And Jayla is almost a 2-hour movie. It's not long, but talks really about forgiveness. And there was a little girl who was attacked with her father as a child, and they killed her father. So she saw one man, and because she just thought the man was the one that killed her father, she kept the man in the prison of her heart for so long, and she grew up. So when she became a young lady, a young adult, she decided to hunt this man because she still kept this man in her heart for that long. So this movie teaches a lot about forgiveness and why you should actually let go, and the release, the joy, there's a lot to learn. Finding purpose, there's a lot to learn in this movie. There was a song that they sang in this movie and I really loved it. That song alone is a message. It pulled me to tears. It said, Jesus stopped the storm, Jesus stopped the storm, Jesus can do anything for you. Yes, that movie is actually amazing. I think you should watch it. So moving on, let's go. Abattoir. Abattoir is a series and it is amazing. I really love how Mount Zion has evolved over the years. Like, their movies are very, very relatable. They put in a lot of work, and it's not the type where you say, okay, we're doing it to win souls and they give you poor quality. No, it's not like that. Like, the quality of the movies are amazing, and you would certainly be blessed. Some of the very key lessons to learn from Abattoir talks about the power behind like having a spiritual cover. The person of Martins in that movie would not have thrived as a believer. In fact, his Christianity would have been rubbed in the mud if not for the spiritual cover that he had. The movie also talks about forgiveness. It talks about forgiveness because this Martins, who is the main character in the movie, kept someone in his heart also for a long time. So this movie talks about forgiveness and also talks about the joy of salvation, the power. It reminds you of how excited it is to know that Jesus is your Father, like God. It reminds you of the joy, the palpable joy of salvation. These movies are so rich, and it also reminds you of God's readiness to use any vessel. There are a lot of lessons to learn because Abattoir is a series. So in fact, after every episode that you watch, you can just sit down and you can start praying. In these movies, I've gone almost all these movies that I'm going to be talking about today. I've gone from laughing so hard to crying, like the emotions, the acting skills are very good, to crying, and also, you know, praying, opening my Bible, studying the Word of God. These movies are very, very, very rich. I recommend 100%. Chief Sonya, also acting there was very, very good. Damilola MIke-bamiloyes as well. You know, great content, guys. So the next movie that I'm going to be talking about, Abejoye. Abejoye is also another series. Guys, I tell you that these movies, they are worth your data. You know how it's pretty expensive to watch movies on YouTube in Nigeria? You see, that's your night data. Go and use it to download it or use it to watch it. It will look like a video, because you will be fed, you will pray. It's not, trust me, it's not a waste of your time. Abejoye is amazing. You should watch it. You know, it centers around a new convert and his journey to becoming an evangelist. He met God, stayed with God, and became an evangelist. In fact, his faith in that movie was strong. It also talks about marriage and how, you know, being insensitive to the things that the enemy wants to do can affect the home. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, if you're not sensitive to some things, because the devil is against homes, tooth and nail, he's fighting. So it's best not to even allow the enemy, you know, into the home in any form. So these movies shows you like how people with their own hands allow the enemy to, you know, allow the enemy to penetrate into their homes, and how we can avoid them. These things are deep truths, and they affect a lot of homes. They affect a lot of believers right now. So they're not things that you can't relate to, trust me. Also, Abejoye is a movie that teaches one that finding purpose is never age related. This person we're talking about that found Christ, that was a new convert, was called Oreoluwaa, which was MIke-bamiloyes himself. His acting skills, man, it's like he went to, I don't know, it's mind-blowing, guys. So Oreoluwaa Abejoye in the movie found God, but he found God later. And when God found him, God used him. And at that age, he found purpose and he fulfilled his purpose. So finding purpose is never really age-related. The beautiful thing is that as young believers, we can find our own purpose earlier and, you know, chase after God. But even if you find God late, in fact, there's nothing like late. You can't find God late, because God is the one that keeps chasing after you. And when you are ready, when you accept Him, He can use you. He can use you. So it's about the readiness of God to use any vessel that is open to Him. Oreoluwaa found God, and God used him beautifully. So, remaining two, guys. I don't want this movie review to be very long. So, the next one is The Ignition. All these movies I'm going to be leaving a link in the comment section, so please watch it. You'll be blessed. You will be blessed. The Ignition is a movie that really talks to youth, and that's the character of Ngozi, which is an Igbo girl and a Yoruba fiance. And I don't want to talk much about the movie so that I won't spoil it for you guys. But I'll tell you some truths that you will hear from the movie. In The Ignition, they said some words that I would just like to point out. One of them is that he said whose voice, he was asking, whose voice are you listening to? The voice of your friend or the voice of God? That's what there was a quote like that in the movie. Whose voice are you listening to? The voice of God or the voice of your friends? Think deep. Think deep. Another quote is that, I wrote it down here, so that's what I'm looking down. It said, I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds my future, and I'm holding on to him. Words of marble. Words of marble. Words to remind you, guys. You see, this Christian walking, any avenue to strengthen your faith is very encouraged. Church services, everything. So watching beautiful movies like this, the visual is actually very funny. Very, very funny. You know this price list of how Igbo people, they used to bring a lot of that scene caught to me, like I was literally laughing. But then the movie is very interesting. Another quote that I took from that movie, it says, I choose to focus on God, that is why I'm walking on water, but you're choosing to focus on the storm, that is why you are sinking. Let that sink in, guys. Let it sink in. These movies are amazing. Just watch. So last but not the least, Heart Cry is not a series. Abejoye and Abattoir are the only series among these 5 movies that I'm talking about. But Heart Cry is like, it's not up to 2 hours, but it is, I think it's 1 hour plus. But it talks really about believers in ministry, couples in ministry, and the effect of neglect. When you're in ministry and you choose to focus on ministry, you neglect your family, you neglect your wife, your children, you know, the impact of that emotionally, physically, like even on your ministry as well. So Heart Cry is a great movie. It's a great movie, and it's not long, but it teaches a whole lot. I hope you get to watch all of these movies, and like I said, if you have anyone that I think I should watch, please tell me down in the comment section and I'll definitely check it out. Thank you for watching this movie review. I didn't want to make it long, but so guys, if you enjoyed this, please share it with a friend. What movie do you think I should watch? And I'll be waiting for your comments in the comment section below, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in my next video. Stay blessed, stay rooted in God, and stay blazing for God. God bless you. Bye.